You probably know that view by now. Good morning. This is Doug at Big Love Vinyl. It is Friday, July the 19th. The sun is coming up here in Oak Island, North Carolina. It's coming up over the Intercoastal Waterway. I'm here at Crossroads Gathering Place, the location of Big Love Vinyl in Oak Island, North Carolina. Thanks for joining me this morning. It's been a week, hasn't it? I hope you guys have had a good week. Check in with Lionel here and see how he's doing. He is back, and I think he had a good vacation. Lionel, you're on the verge of speech, right? I just know one of these days his lips are gonna move. He's gonna say something. Let me go through the agenda for today. We're gonna go through our new arrivals on our used records, which all of these this week are new. So you guys gonna get a chance to take a look at these this morning, which is gonna be fun. I've got all these from my collection at home. We've got some new sealed records. I'm gonna quickly show you kind of what was left over from last week. Let's just kind of get into things. Let me say first and foremost, we're gonna have 5 free records throughout today, and I'm gonna do it a little bit different, so hang on. They're not gonna be Easter egged in, so hang on. There will be 5 free records. You'll be able to get those on the website. All you'll have to do is go to biglovevinyl.com, go to the search bar, search for the record. If it's available, you will see it, and you'll be able to get it at $0. Please place an order with each free record and 1 free record per person. Thank you very much. All right, the Post-it is in place. The all-important Post-it note, the NA is new arrivals. Are you guys ready? Hey, let me show you these really quick. I still have these inserts. If you have a Fleetwood Mac Rumors and you need an insert, I've got this one. Also, if you have the Stevie Wonder songs on the Key of Life and you need the booklet, I've got those. If you place an order, I'll throw those into your box for free. Just let me know. Okay, let's see what we've got here. This came from my collection. I moved it down here because I wanted to show it first because it's a pretty special record. Rush, A Farewell to Kings. This is the UK import, 1977 UK import. We priced it at just $35. So I'm gonna move that up there. Someone come get that Rush or get it on biglovevinyl.com. Don't forget, 10% off 4 or more pre-owned on biglovevinyl.com. Has to be pre-owned, and you'll see the 10% off in your cart if you add pre-owned records to your cart. All right, let's keep it going here. B.B. King, this is Midnight Believer. This is a $16 record. Doug is going to change his glasses because I need different glasses to see. All right, here we go. Better preparation, come on. You guys expect more from me. Ruthless People is next. Soundtrack, that's $10 for, you can see my Big Love Vinyl shirt there, right? Anybody got one of those yet? $10 for Ruthless People. Sly and the Family Stone Greatest Hits, that's a restock at $15. This is the Cars Heartbeat City is $17. Cars Panorama is $12. Can't keep the Cars in here, you guys. Eric Clapton, No Reason to Cry, that's a restock at $10. Duran Duran, self-titled, is $23. Really nice copy of that. Here's the Cars self-titled, that's $28. And more Cars. Wow, it's a week of Cars. I think that's their first 4 records, maybe your first 5. Candy O, $16. Chicago Greatest Hits, $12. Haven't seen one of those in a long time. Keith Hartley Band, this is called The Battle of Northwest 6, $19. Here is the Groundhogs. We had never seen this one before. It's a 1990 record. We thought it was certainly an 80s or 70s record. 1990, and it's an import from the UK. Groundhogs Scratching the Surface is $38. Hunky Dory, David Bowie, this is a US 1975 C sleeve condition, $28. Ultimate Spinach is $45. I think that's the first time I've seen that record. I've heard about it. Steve Winwood, Ark of the Diver, is $12. That's a restock. We've got Bear. This is called Greetings, Children of Paradise. And that says C condition. What do you think, Lionel? He approves. He likes the Bear record. No, you can't have it, Lionel. $26 for the Bear. Boston self-title is 24. Best of Bread, lots of B's here in a row. $12 for Bread. Let's keep on going with the B's. Surfer Girl, Beach Boys, $15. Jimmy Buffett, Volcano is 15. Fresh Cream is 15. We've got Leslie Phillips. This is called Dancing with Danger, $12 in the shrink wrap. Genesis, From Genesis to Revelation, US 1974 copy of that record. Really cool sleeve, $25. Nina Simone played this one this week, and it's really, really cool. Town Hall Revisited, Nina Simone, C condition, both on the vinyl and on the sleeve. Ask us for a question or for pictures of these if you need to see them before you buy them. $12. We would never put anything out that's got an obvious feeler or scratch, or we know that skips. Just so you know. Blues Magoos. This is basic Blues Magoos. It is $10. You can see that one's got a rough sleeve on it too. We bought a collection, had some rough sleeves, but the vinyl we were okay with. The McCoys, Human Ball. Anyone ever seen this record before? $12 for that. There's Asia self-titled at 12. We've got Zephyr. This is Tommy Boland's band. Going Back to Colorado is the name of that record. $16. He went back to Colorado. Larry Carlton. Someone needs to get this. I love this record. On Solid Ground. That's Larry on his electric guitar. $16. Larry played in, well, look him up. He played on countless records, including a lot of Steely Dan records. This is a an album titled Spirit and Understanding. I believe the band is Jesus Songs. It's $15. It's in the shrink, and it's got a sticker on the front of some kind. Hydra is next. Look at that sleeve. How weird is that? $10. Not Toto Hydra, just Hydra. Vanilla Fudge, Near the Beginning, is $11. Here's the Police Synchronicity at $18. Here's the Hollies, just called Hollies. $10 for that. Amy Grant, The Collection, in the shrink wrap for $12. Toto Isolation, shrink and hype on this one for $14. Man, that is a good Toto album if you haven't heard it. Molly Hatchet, Beating the Odds, is $13. We've got some Bruce, $12 for that one, $15 for this one, and this one's one of the nicer copies of that I've ever seen. Elton John, Rock of the Westies, I like that album, $14. Neil Young, this is the record that we have found so many copies of. We don't understand why, but they do. They just sell. $15 for Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere. Neil Young and Crazy Horse. Cut the Cake, Average White Band, showing some crack there, $10. Traffic Last Exit is $15, and that is a very nice copy of Traffic Last Exit. So is this, Spirit 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus. Look at the sleeve on the Spirit record. You record collectors, the record people, have seen so many of these, right? That Spirit record, and that cover is always really yucky. Not that one. Roberta Flack, Killing Me Softly, is just $10. It does have that cool sleeve with the piano. Simon & Garfunkel's Greatest Hits, that's $14. Santana Amigos is $13. I've got a C condition Steely Dan Greatest Hits for $17. BB King Live at the Regal, that's a sweet looking copy. A little bit of ring wear there at the top, but otherwise really nice. US 1978, $25 for that. Well priced for that condition. Jimmy Buffett, You Had to Be There live, that is $24. Here's a Yes 90125. I get often asked what's my favorite record of all time. This is it. 90125, Yes, $14. And Kenny Rogers, The Gambler, is $15. Okay, I'm going to come back to these in a second, but I want to going to show you really quickly what's left over from last week. These are the new arrivals from last week that are still here. So just a quick flip through these. If you're looking for them, come in the shop. Also, biglovevinyl.com, you can grab any of these. So I'm just going to give you the band names. Rolling Stones, that's Fleetwood Mac. Got Stevie Nicks, Hall & Oates, Eric Clapton, Supremes, Queen, Peter Tosh, Culture Club, Elvis Costello, Classic Country Duets, Ry Cooder, Yes, Cheap Trick, Men at Work, Pointer Sisters, Bonnie Raitt, Blues Brothers, Pentangle, John Mayall, Ringo Starr, 2001, A Space Odyssey, Earl Klugh, Greg Kihn, It's a Beautiful Day, Sweet, Rolling Stones, Fabulous T-Birds, Quicksilver, Simply Red, Neil Young, Bernie Higgins, Jay Giles, Dan Fogelberg, and Mr. So just a quick flip so you guys know what is still here from last week if you're maybe you didn't see the video last week, or maybe you've been on vacation like Lionel. All right, let's look at what we've got on the new sealed records. Not that many to show you, so I expect to have a shorter video this week. Hang on for those free records because they are coming here in a bit. First one I have to show you is Saga. This is called In Transit. That's a live Saga record. Sorry about the glare. 2021 remastered. Sunseed. We opened this one, but we didn't play it. So we're calling it Mint. Sunseed First Fruit. That's a record store day record. If you guys ever saw the video that went viral on YouTube, Jesus is a Friend of Mine, that's the record that is on. So that's, I think, why they pressed it for record store day. Top 2000, this is the 00s. I do need to show you who's on this record really quickly because it's important to know, kind of when you look at this, like, what is this? It is a compilation. So here's who's on this. Just quickly, I'm just going to show you. You guys can read. I don't need to. Pearl Jam there. Anyway, that's a 2 LP compilation from the early 2000s. So if you like music from that decade, there's your record. We have a Go-Go's Greatest Hits in the shop. It's cool. Found another one of these Leonard Skinners. It went very quickly. It's a 2 LP Blue and Tangerine Splatter Greatest Hits. I think it's called Icon, but it's Greatest Hits of Leonard Skinner, and also Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, her Greatest Hits. A couple of restocks here: Nirvana, Taylor Swift, Van Morrison, Hall & Oates, Elton John from last week. Those are stuff I already showed. So I'm going to go back over here and let's take a look at my collection, what I added this week from my shelf at home. We talked about the Rush kicking off the video. Here's a Striper record. It's the Yellow and Black Attack limited edition blue vinyl special packaging. So you can see we've put a cardboard backing on there, but the actual sleeve is round. And back here we can show you the beautiful blue wax. I don't know how many of these they made. We've seen 3 or 4 of them over the years, but I had one at home and I thought, you know, I should bring that in. Someone would like to have that. So that's $39 for the Striper limited edition. If you're a collector, that may be something you might want to have. David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust from my shelf at home. That's a tiny little bit of corner sleeve damage there. I want to point that out, but it's $34. Really nice condition on the wax on these. $35 for the US 1988 purple label stereo Revolver. $35. 1988 purple label. So the 78 purple label, I've seen many of those, but not the 88. So I brought that one in as a special for you guys. Depeche Mode, Speak and Spell, from my shelf to yours, that's $25. Honky Chateau, this one is often beat up, but I can show you the sleeve is the nicest one I've ever found is this one, and I'm selling it here in the shop. $20 for Honky Chateau. That one will go quick, so grab it. Elton John, this one will too, because I don't know why. I mean, there who knows how many of these were pressed? A lot, but we rarely see them anymore. Greatest Hits, US 1974, Elton John. That's my former copy, $25. I'm standing here thinking, man, that's not my only copyright. I certainly have one of those at home. I'm gonna have to check. Jennifer Warnes' famous Blue Raincoat, the songs of Leonard Cohen. This is a really great record if you haven't heard it. $19. Andy Fraser, From My House to Yours. This is Fine, Fine Line. That's just $10. Tower of Power, East Grease Bay, $17. And I've got a little sticker on this one. I'm calling this the Nerd Alert. So check this out. Did you guys know that there are multiple sleeves for Foreigner's Double Vision? I'm betting that some of the folks watching this knew, and a lot of you maybe didn't. So I want to show you. I'm going to take them over here really quick because I can lay them on the table. I had all three of these at home. I love Foreigner. This record especially is my favorite Foreigner record. I loved it so much that I just got all three sleeves. But as I have been trying to downsize my collection, or at least keep it manageable at home, I thought I don't need all three of these, so I kept one, I think a Japanese press. But this is the dark brown cover. It just has Foreigner here. Double Vision is down at the bottom. This one has got the light blue Foreigner Double Vision here. And then this one has got, of course, the hype sticker. And the Foreigner is in purple, same Double Vision here. So you can see the different sleeves. I call that collection Nerd Alert. Certainly that is qualifying for that. But I brought all three of those in. They're all $15. They're all in VG Plus or better condition, probably closer to near mint condition. So that's what we have from my collection for this week. Let's go over and let's do the free records. You guys ready? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Instead of putting them all out for you guys to kind of wait for them, I'm just gonna do them right now. So I'm gonna take them over here. Again, you can get one of these per order. They are available on BigLoveVinyl.com. Here's the first one. It's Keen, Keane. That's an import from Japan. That's your first free record this week. Livingston Taylor is the next free record. Walter Egan, this is called Hi-Fi, Hi-Fi. I have 2 copies of Poco, Head Over Heels. If you want a Poco record for free and you've placed an order, put that in your cart if it's still available. These will be available 8 a.m. Friday morning. Johnny Mathis, this is Me and Mrs. Jones. It's a quadraphonic record. So if you're a quad collector, I thought I'd throw that in there. There's your 5 free records for this week. I hope you guys like the free stuff. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I actually have these records left over from prior weeks that no one got. So if anyone would like to get these, I'll go ahead and keep these free for a while. These are still on the website. Andrew Gold, that's All This in Heaven 2. We've got this LA Originals, that's a sealed record, it's a soundtrack. And Mom's Apple Pie, number 2. And this Philip Bailey 12-inch single is free. So there's all the free records. And again, one per customer. Please place an order and hope you guys enjoy those. All right, what else do we have to do here? Let's check the agenda, check in with Lionel. I'm gonna do a section flip. That's how we're gonna end. So I did the B section flip, but I put it on Facebook. So if you didn't see it, go to Facebook and it's one of our most recent posts. You can see where I went through all of our B records. But I'm gonna go through our C's right now and just kind of show you. All of these are on BigLoveVinyl.com. All of these are still available in the shop. I'm gonna flip through them and we're gonna wrap this video up for this week. The Cadillacs, Cruising with the Cadillacs. John Cafferty. Camel, that's called Breathless. There's a Camel record called Moon Madness. That was from my collection at home. Captain Lockheed and the Starfighters, an UK import. Caravan Back to Front. Carcass. This is a heavy metal record, 89 bucks. There's some angry white boy music there. Best of Eric Carmen is next. It's $12. Kim Carnes' Voyeur is 10. Kim Carnes' Mistaken Identity is 12. Mama Cass is 10. Gene Chandler is 35. That's an import, UK import. Harry Chapin, got a couple of Harry Chapin records here. Ray Charles, Cheap Trick, that's 17. 14 for Dream Police. Sherry and Marie Curry, $24. There's a Japan press of Chicago too. Wow, forgot that was in here. Someone needs that. There's Chicago 3. We've got Chicago 16. There's the Carnegie Hall. There's the first Chicago record, Chicago 16. This is Chicago 10. There's Greatest Hits, which is number 9. Chicago 17, 18, another Greatest Hits. Lou Christie, City Boy. Going through the C section here. There's a misfile of Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Someone put that in the C's. Happens all the time. Jimmy Cliff. We've got a couple of Clover records. This is Huey Lewis's first band. I think both the Clovers are still here. Billy Cobham, Leonard Cohen. Got 2 Leonard Cohen records. Cold, Coliseum, Campuchia Concerts, Coney Hatch, Ry Cooder, Alice Cooper, Mike Corbett, Elvis Costello. Lots of Elvis. He's one of my favorites. John Cougar, Crawler, Robert Cray, Creed, Crimson Tide, The Critters, Jim Croce, David Crosby. Here's a bunch of Crosby stills and Nash. Maybe some Young in there too. Christopher Cross, Neil Young, that's a Crazy Horse record. Burton Cummings and The Circle, Cyrkle, Great British Invasion music. Okay, I managed to not trip over that crate, which is great. 21 minutes. Thank you for watching. This week is July the 19th, Oak Island, North Carolina, BigLoveVinyl.com. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Appreciate the support, and thank you very much for watching.